All right, so what I need you to do is take out your worksheet unit conversions. This is in your packet, pages 5 and 6. And even though this will be part of what your assignment is today, I wanted to use it as an opportunity to do a couple more examples with you, and that's going to help you with your scavenger hunt on unit conversions that you're doing today. It's a scavenger hunt just at your desk today. So at this point you should have received this formula sheet. So if not, I'm going to have the substitutor, or if it's Mrs. Ryder, pass that out. And this is a nice reference for you because it gives you equivalent lengths or distances or other measures too in different units. And so we're going to use this when we're deciding what to multiply by. So I'm going to go ahead and just pick a couple, and the first one I'm going to do is number 3 on page 5. And one of the things I taught you last week was you're going to want to write your original rate as a fraction, and so we're going to go ahead and write that 750 feet on the top, and that means per 1 minute on the bottom. And we're going to look and see what our goal is, and I always say I like to write my goal at the end, and so I'm going to go ahead and put over here my goal is to get miles and hours on the bottom. And so I'm going to now go back and I'm going to look, is there a conversion that gets me from feet to miles? And there is. So what we do is we write our conversion rate as a fraction, and what you decide whether you put this on top or that is what you want to cancel. And so what I want to cancel are the feet. So I'm going to put the 5,280 feet on the bottom of my rate and the 1 mile on the top. And that way when I multiply those two fractions together, you can go ahead and cancel out the word feet. So once I see this, then I notice my units on the top are correct, but the units that I have on the bottom are minutes, and I want hours. And so I didn't write any time units on here, so you're gonna just have to remember those. Hopefully you know that there are 60 minutes in 1 hour, and I want to get rid of the minutes. So I'm going to put 60 minutes on the top so that those words are going to cancel over 1 hour on the bottom. So I'm going to go ahead and cancel the minutes out. And then what we talked about was that we're going to multiply the whole top. I get 4,500 over 5,280. And that gives me the rate of 0.85. It says 2 repeating, but I'll round to 0.85 miles per hour. Okay. Then I'm going to just kind of look ahead and see. Yeah, I wanted to do one that involved a relationship between metric units and English units, I guess that's what they're called. So like for instance, in the United States we measure things in miles, but in Europe in Canada they measure things in kilometers. And in Europe measuring weight is in kilograms, but we measure in pounds. So I wanted to do one of those. So just kind of, I guess let's do 10. So Lisa's traveling in Europe, and the airline says she's only allowed to check 25 kilograms worth of baggage, and I wanted to get that to be pounds. All right, pounds over here. So I'm going to go ahead and look up on my conversion sheet. This is a weight or a mass. If there's anything between kilograms and pounds, and there is. Okay, so it looks like there's 1 kilogram is 2.2 pounds. And so when I'm deciding basically, am I multiplying or dividing that, I have kilograms and I want to cancel that. So I think what I would multiply by then is that 2.2 kilograms, that's the abbreviation, is 1 pound. Did I write that right? Nope. Sorry, it's 2.2 pounds. I said the wrong word. 2.2 pounds, LBS, is 1 kilogram. Sorry about that. Okay, and so then I can cancel my kilograms, and I'm left with 25 times 2.2, which is 55 pounds. Okay. All right, so another thing that you might be asked to do is measurements of like volume. And so if you're doing measurements of volume, liters and gallons, there's a conversion here for 1 liter is 0.264 gallons. So on your formula sheet or your scavenger hunt, you might be asked to do that as well. Let's see, what else are some conversions that you had to do on there. We talked about that one. We talked about the kilometers and miles. Oh, we didn't talk about kilometers and miles. You might be asked to convert between those things as well. And so just kind of pointing out that it's not a very nice number, but they're decimals, but you definitely can do that. So, all right, what that leaves us with then is once you're done with your scavenger hunt, your assignment is to complete 5 through 6 odds. Obviously, I did question 3 for you, which was an odd. And so that's going to leave you with 5 questions to do for your assignment tonight after you do the scavenger hunt.